If you want to increase your chances of securing offers at the most competitive consulting firms like McKinsey, BCG and Bain, then you can't just rely on pre-learned frameworks. You need to create unique, case-specific frameworks during your interview. So if you want to learn how to do this, then this is a video for you. Hi, my name's Henry. I'm an incoming BCG consultant, and here at the Consulting Axis, our mission is to help you align your future in consulting and beyond. So if that sounds good, then consider subscribing and turning on bell notifications so you don't miss anything. But for now, let's get right into the video. So why can't you just learn loads of frameworks that can help you solve any case they might throw your way? Well, consulting firms make money by providing real value to their clients. And if you were to just give your client a bog standard solution you've seen to work before, well, this might not work in their specific scenario. For example, cutting costs is not always the best way for a company to increase their profits, and this is why in your case interviews, you need to create a framework that solves the case uniquely. So enough about why, let's get on to the how. How can you create a good, solid, unique framework? Well, let's start off simple and say that the question is that a company wants you to work out why their profits are declining. So at this point, you'll want to think to yourself, what could I possibly need to consider when answering this question? So brainstorm a bit if you will. Have their wage costs increased, or maybe they aren't selling as much as they used to? Then you'll want to categorise this information into, I would say, minimum 2, maximum 4 compartments. So what should the compartments be in our example of declining profits? Well, a good initial layer is to say that you can split this into revenue and cost. This is really good because these two things form everything you could possibly need to think about when answering this question. Declining profits is either increasing costs or declining revenue. It could be both, but it's at least one of them. And they also form very separate parts of the problem, i.e. they don't overlap in any way. These two properties are essential for a good framework, and they actually combine to what is called a MECE structure. I won't go too much into this now, but if you do want me to make a video on it, just let me know in the comments. So after this initial structure, you want to keep on doing this for each branch, assuming the problem has changed specifically to that, i.e. in our example, why is this company's revenue declining or why are their costs increasing? You'll want to stop doing this when you think the bottom compartments are simple enough to explore on their own, and this is normally around 2 layers down, I would say. That was a relatively simple example of a fairly standard structure, so now let's have a look at a more unique question. Let's say the case question now is how can this charity increase their donations? So if you'd like, pause the video now and have a go at structuring this question before playing to see how I thought about it. So to explore this problem, I firstly split donations into the how and the who. So how do they get donations and who donates? Then I thought I could explore the who easily enough on its own, so I focused on the how. I thought I could split this into promotion and donation methods. So how do they get people to donate? And what are the methods of donation? Is it on the street or online, cash, card, etc.? If you didn't structure the problem the same way as me, that is absolutely fine. As long as your structure is relatively MECE, then it could just provide different insights into the problem. This is why consultants work in teams, to get different ideas from different people from potentially different backgrounds. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, then well done, that's pretty impressive. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It's free and it really does help me out a lot. But for now, best of luck with your consulting case interviews.